Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Okay, let me know if that air conditioning is too much. I think it's gonna be. Just let me know. I'm gonna turn it off. Ahoy! AI is a very poor substitute. Is that too loud? I'll turn it off. Somewhere I had the remote. Okay, I never did fix this chair. I'm like, feel like I'm starting to sit on the floor. Hey, Sue, 7th, Paola. No, okay. I just felt it was too loud. No. It's cool enough in here. I can deal with it. It's supposed to be 84 degrees. So that'll be nice. And I just discovered. Hey, Kristen. Oh, good. You're back home and safe. I got a kick out of the fact that you took Herman with you. Herman got to sunbathe and do some traveling. That cracked me up. He's got to be really delicate, though. I thought of Herman yesterday when I saw it was I think it was a big, huge steelhead someone had taxidermied on the Ace Hardware wall. So, yeah. And then oh, good, good. At least she wasn't creeped out. But then I got wondering, how does one taxidermy a fish? I could see the skull, but especially because most people just eat them. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, they had I don't know if any other Ace Hardwares do that in other places. This one down close to me, the local one, did it in its old building and its new building. There's taxidermied cougars, elk, deer. It's like a small zoo of taxidermy. Peacock, goose, pheasant. I don't know if there's any bear or not. Bobcat. What else did they have? Grouse. Yeah, so if any other kid wants to see, what animals look like without getting too close or have them be alive, just take them to our local Ace Hardware. But it was kind of neat. Ew, ew. That's too hot. Even 99 is too hot. No. 88, I think, on Saturday. Yeah, I probably won't leave the house. Hopefully it's not the day I have to mow the lawn. Water. See, I mowed. Watered yesterday. Watered Tuesday, Wednesday, so I mowed Monday. And I have to mow on Sunday. So that's only supposed to be maybe 80. But still too hot for me. 7 trash bags. Holy cow. Yeah, my work is behind me now. Okay, I'll show you the setup. Okay, I'm sure people are familiar with a window air conditioner, the portable window air conditioners. That thing has a hose to the window. Okay. Well, in my room, it's on. See the glow on the hose? In my room, it's on the east-facing window. So that bright white hose just makes the whole room glow. So I'm working with. I gotta cut it. or spill it. No, not my scissors. Where's my scissors? They're in front of me. Blackout fabric. I mean, yeah. Yes, I do. I have to get blackout fabric so, Princess doesn't like to get up till 9:30. And in the summertime, the sun comes out at 5. But Joann's has blackout fabric that you can't even, there's no light through it at all. There's nothing. So I have to sew that into like a loose sleeve, I guess you'd call it, and put it over that tube. Right now, I've just got some loose fleece wrapped around it, and but I'm just gonna sew it in a rough tube and tighten it at the top and at the bottom. So it'll block out that sun, so I can sleep in vampire pitch dark. Yeah, I'm one of those people. So, hey, Sunrise, how are you? Oh, it's gorgeous here today. But we spoke about the sky writings this morning, and didn't have any yesterday. Zip, zero, zilch, nothing. It was the most stunning blue, and I should have went out and got a Skywatchers video, but I didn't. Every time I went out, I didn't have my phone. And so we discussed it this morning, and I walked out and I spoke too soon. So there's a few, not many. But how many? I can't remember if it was 4 or 5 Apaches went over yesterday in one group, but only one had its transponder on. And it was coming from McCord Air Force Base. I can almost guarantee to Sela, the firing center. But I'm on a flight path. So all of a sudden you feel the whole walls, the windows, because I have like little crystals on the windows, to make prisms and sparkles, and like my hair yesterday had one a minute, and it the crystals are going. I'm like, ooh, they're either low or there's a lot of them, and there was I think 4 or 5 of them that went by, and then later on some more went by. I'm like, what are they up to? I need to find, and it's really, really short. I have to find it. Maybe tomorrow I'll put it up. But bumping lake up here by where we camp, about roughly 1 o'clock, just about every day. They train jets. They run jets through that big, huge, long valley, and they go above the lake, and it's really cool to watch, and it's fun. And I watched the daycare boy here a few years back, and I didn't even think about it. I didn't think to warn them. The jets start flying over, and that poor kid was in the fetal position on the ground, and like that. I forgot to warn him. But it's really cool to watch, unless it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and it wakes you up because it's so very loud. Because they will buzz. One time they buzzed my sister-in-law. This was many, many years ago. Close enough, she was on a boat. Close enough, she could read the numbers on the underside of the plane. They were that close. I love it. Was it? Man, the world is going crazy. Oh, for goodness sakes, people. Okay, them spiders that are coming through, I forget where they're going to come through. They've been here for about 10 years already. Yeah, they're an invasive species out of Japan. They are a member of the golden orb spider family. So they're a weaver. Harmless. but I've been watching the way the news is portraying them, and it's something that's, they're playing off people's fears of spiders. And, of course, if you're afraid, you'll accept anybody telling you what to do just to get away from it. Yeah, no. Yep, it's all fear porn. That's exactly what it is. I said in a Facebook post, if they wanted to do it accurately to really scare people, I would, instead of putting up that spider, maybe put up a black widow, hobo spider, recluse spider, or um, but yeah, people are so afraid of these little they're okay, they're all right. I will admit I am a bit afraid too. Um, one or two, not a problem. When you're sitting, and I didn't get a picture, and I'm sure me and the kids will go back there this summer just because I want to get another picture just to see. Uh, when they're good sized, yeah, that's what they from Japan. Yeah, there's a um, what do you call it? The petrified forest up here, which really isn't. It's just some petrified wood. It's really not a forest. Um, that has orb spiders all over. Yeah, I usually just scoop them into a paper towel and take them outside. Um, depending on, yeah, the wolf spiders, I really don't want to hold on to and no. But the bathroom. They were all over the bathroom inside. The only time, um, yeah, that's about what it's gonna be this weekend. I've ever waited to pee. I got in there and I looked up and it was huge, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I can't do this. Mm-mm. No, no, I will pee behind a bush before I do that." But then you go out and you see the bushes, and you'll understand. I had to go. I had to hold it. And where did we go? I don't even think I went into the bathroom at the other place. I don't remember. I know this if we go this year, not to take my water pail. But let's see if I can send this picture because I put it up. Um, yeah, that's picture. Is that it? No. Oh, yeah, there's a couple of pictures I want to send to my MacBook. This one and this one. And then I can put it up here and show you. Um, let's see. Let me go find it. Finder. Open you guys up. Where'd the other one go? Hello. It's trying to open. There we go. So this this wasn't where we were at. This isn't because the petrified forest is just petrified wood and logs in a little house where you go in and you can see exhibits and typical state park stuff. This was down by the water, and that was down by the water with me. Um, so hold on. All right, I'll get you one just a second. But that, but because of the, I can't click on this one. Oh my God, I'm a complete idiot. I didn't even think about it. Um, where's my preview? That was the view. That was where we were at. So you can kind of go away from the spiders and yeah, it was, yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, that's the Columbia River. This is the Columbia River Gorge. And not the really, really pretty one that you find that's close to where Mischief is, not with all the lush trees and everything. No, not that one. This is the Columbia as it goes up through basically the middle of Washington State, eastern Washington State. But yeah, that's what it looks like. All right. Close up of today's. Told you they were green. black with green glitter. Mhm. Yeah. The next one's, I think, either gonna be pink or violet. I haven't decided yet. But, yeah, those were I mean, one of the pictures I sent I think it was where's the oh, they're on my camera. That's where they're at. One of the pictures I got was so the spider was so big when I sent it via my phone, transferred it to my phone, sent it to my son. Oh, something's happening. It sounds like the fire trucks. My son's comment was first was, "Where is this?" Because he wanted to go. He likes spiders. And the next question was, "Holy cow, they're so big you can see their knuckles." I zoom in and I'm like, "Oh gosh, you can." Yeah, so this summer. Um, I really I do them myself, oddly enough. Um, I get these. I haven't opened this one. Etsy. You can't really see because of the light. They're just medium coffin nails. I call them medium squares. So there's some that are squares that aren't really squares, but they're full coverage. They're not tips. They're not, you can't see that low. Um, but I love them because I get them off of Etsy and they're thin right here where they need to be, but they're thick up here when I like run them into a wall or a door when I try to put a key in, and then it's quite the where's the find the box. Jiminy Christmas, this weighs a good 10 pounds, I think. It's full of nail polish. Hey, Mary. Um, and then I have little stands that I put them on. I'll send you the link. Oh, now they're all up. But they're little magnetic stands, and then you use this like wall poster tacky stuff that like teachers use. And then I just stick the nail on there and paint it, and it sits on this little magnetic tray and dries. But yeah, um, I don't remember what the base is black. That much I know. The bases for these are black. Somewhere. It's just what is it? It's probably a Sally Hansen or something. Yeah, Sally Hansen, just a green glitter I put over the top of black polish. That's all. Yep. So, yeah. But I will get you the link for them. I keep buying them because if they suddenly decide to go out of business or whatever, I have time to find more. So, yeah. But I feel like I have nubs. I have small hands to begin with. And so, what is the old commercial? The old Burger King hands, the guy with the little tiny hands in the hamburger. Yeah, that's what my hands feel like without nails on. But yeah, those spiders, yuck. I mean, I love spiders. We need spiders. We need spiders like we do bees, or we'll be up to our ankles in dead bugs laying around. So, yeah, I don't remember if there. I don't think there was a name with that. I think I might have heard that story. I can't remember. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Hey, Maritza. Um, yeah, yeah, Garrett's is I haven't seen deer well, I've seen deer along the Yakima River, but I haven't seen a lot lately. The one things I don't get to see in the summer is, a lot of elk. Rarely do I get to see elk, but, been trying to teach the 3-year-old that, those are very, very tasty. Elk are delicious. Just like when the 8-year-old was 3, we were in a doctor's office, and a doctor had a huge rainbow trout in the in the tank in the office, and, I was impressed because that's a cold water fish, and so that tank, it takes quite a bit to keep a cold water tank like that. Um, and I told her I pointed to the big fish, and I said, "That's called delicious right there. That's delicious." So, yeah, go my Afghan. I need to learn how to do the either knit or crochet something. Like I said, I crocheted a bag. That's been my accomplishment. I crocheted something one day and it came out really weird, so I just made a thing across the top and turned it into a purse for the now 8-year-old when she was little, so she could have a little purse to carry around. Um, yeah, so don't I mean, and usually their spiderlings fly everywhere all the time. It's nothing to be, if anything, if they land on you, just brush them off, and because if you go to sweep them up, you're gonna roll them and kill them. So you just kinda go and get them off you. It's no big deal. Yeah, I wouldn't leave the house either at that hot. No. Last year, my window outside my window, I think it was the jumping spider, little Lucas, as I call them now, had hatched, and you could see them on a whole bunch of them on the outside of the window, and somehow some of them, and I'm not sure how they got through, there were some of them on the inside of the window. So I was sitting there scooping them up and just shoving them out into the screen and shutting the door and shutting the window, and yeah, they didn't stick around at all, but Lucas I'll let live in the house for quite a while. Another one I will let live had one in the bathroom for over a year up above the bathtub and the window, the bathtub enclosure, and then there's a window, about knee big, was a, false widow, those little brown ones, false widows, and it was eating flies and anything. I left it alone and until one day I'm in the shower and I look up and it did a house expansion rather than stay at the window. It had moved its web out and up into this across the ceiling above. I'm like, no, no, we're not going to do that. No. So I just took the web down and I think it probably moved outside. But yeah, it was doing a great job eating flies. I'd one, oh, that's gonna make some nice storms. Lovely. So I would wonder what it like to swim in a you see people on the East Coast, out there swimming up high, up towards the northern parts of the states out in the ocean. You go try to go to the ocean here and you got 4 minutes and you're dead. You'll freeze. So, but our current goes Alaska, Japan, or no, goes the other way. It goes this way. It goes Alaska, it goes from Japan to Alaska and on down and then back around. That's how our current goes. So, yeah, you get hypothermia. You go swimming out in the Oregon coast, and as a kid, when I thought it'd be cool to learn how to surf until I spent some time in the water. I went, "No, no, no." Yeah, I'm hoping um, I don't know if anybody here watches Dabu. I need to look more into what I saw. I am in Washington State, Eastern Washington, with the cactus and the sagebrush and volcanoes, and told granddaughter, I said, "We're going to a volcano. That big white thing up there is a volcano." She doesn't quite understand volcanoes just yet, but to her, that's the big, big mountain. Um, yeah, I'm at the edge of, I call it the edge of civilization, because if you look on a map, there's, cities, 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 my city, and then nothing, because it's at the base of the Cascades, and then it's I'm depend 30 minutes at the most. If I just drive time, I am out of cell phone signal. So I like it, but I also need to get one of those things that I can, when I don't have a cell phone signal, uh, you can wear those Garmin things. These things, I like to just let them click. They're fun. Sit there and drum my fingers when I'm getting impatient, or even worse is to sit there and drum along on my steering wheel while I'm playing, especially with "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah, but I get to I haven't driven my car since Sunday, Monday, or Saturday. Um, because the guy's coming. We have a mobile brake service guy. He's fabulous. He'll come to you. He'll do your brakes. He's got one of those big old panel vans, and Paul's been doing it for years, and it's great. He does it Monday through Friday, and then once a month he basically does it. He does it enough times a month that he can afford to take his wife on a little trip on the weekends, which I think is great. Oh man, that was an excellent video. She needs to do more like that, 'cause she, it's an AI voice, which I was kind of impressed with. If you really listen closely, you can tell, but still, it was cool. The lyrics were awesome. It was a great video. Yeah. Um, she did another one. I forget where I was somewhere out in public. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. But I think she did another one I still need to listen to, but hopefully we can get her to do some more. So, see if I can remove this thing off my list. Yeah, it was good. I really liked it. Um, if you don't like ants, it might not be the best, but, yeah, I know. Keith goes, "Well, what's the topic about?" I said, "I don't know. That's just something I thought of when I," but, we are very social beings, and, this is my idea of social for me lately. Um, since either I'm by myself most of the time, this is my little bit of being social and looking at people out the window, watching them going, "Hmm, that's nice. I've seen enough people today. Thank you." It's getting nice that the people that work next door sit on the lawn and take breaks. I don't care. I really don't care if they do or not, as long as they keep it clean. Some guys last year were bringing lawn chairs. I just laughed. I was like, "It's fine. You're in the shade. Enjoy it." So, yeah. But oh, okay. I'm gonna run some questions by you. It's not really a question, but um, uh, where's it at? What do you guys think of? Where's the preview? Not that preview. That is a very stunning picture. Okay, now I'm back to. I'm trying to figure out how to do the um. Don't know what I did there. Okay, go back to whatever I did. No idea what I did there. Oh, I know. I don't. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's just new. And then, this cycle, this year is a decision year, so I just don't wanna deal with it. Um, I mean, I love my Church Without Walls. I can't wait for this year to be over and this decision to be over, so that, because of the amount of energy it takes for people to focus on that, I'm like, "I can't." I just can't. Oh, 7 4. Oh, you're okay. Now, are you part of the UK or are you on your own? I can't remember how that is set up over there. Forgive me, I don't remember what side's what and where for how many jelly beans. Okay, so yeah, I saw that Nigel Farage is running, I guess. I caught that the other day on Sky News Australia. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I just that wasn't he prime minister before or somebody up in there somewhere? I can't remember. I just recognized the name, that's all I knew. Okay, alright. Okay. So the top is the UK. Alright. That I can remember. Okay, that's why I remember the name. That's why I remember it. But supposedly it was a surprise that he's running, I guess. I don't know. But I see I see the purposeful division and I cannot be a part of it. No. I just and now they're just kind of waiting for people to act up and I'm like, "Oh good, another summer of love, just what we need." Yeah. Let's destroy some more communities. Um and but what with Dabu, there was some weird anomaly. Oh, yeah, I can't say that I blame him. I made a comment one time that they were talking about immigration and whatever, and I said, "Well, my ancestors haven't done well since about 1492." Someone shut up pretty quickly. But uh, there's this. I need to see if I can find it because hopefully Dabu put a link underneath it. But there's a square, long rectangle anomaly on something that went across the Indian Ocean, and then I think it disappeared for a while and then went over a part of India. I'll have to go back and see if there's a link for that because um, nature really doesn't make right angles or rectangles or anything like that. So, you know, you learn about it. It's a habit. Yeah, I play with them a lot. I also clench my hands a lot. I guess I've always clenched or not clenched, but closed my hands. I've always closed my hands. And, my mother would straighten out my hands and just, "Relax, stop being so tense." I'm like, "I'm not tense." Yeah, I'm not tense, I just close my hands, that's just how it is, and I guess it's something. Love you too, yeah, enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping, Sunrise. Um, Evidently, it's a thing with some Norwegians that, you know, some of them have to have a tendon cut. That's genetic, I guess, from where all we did was sit there and row boats. From place to place, we just row boats. So, yeah. So I keep mine closed a lot. Just it's like, yeah. But oh, what I was gonna ask is, what do you guys? Okay, so I gotta make a sheet for this cot for the kiddo, and I'm trying to figure out since I've never sewed a fitted sheet, but I was thinking of taking. Here, I'll show the picture of this and making like elastic along the edges and then, like, sew it so there's, like, a little loop that I could run a loop through. I'm trying to show with my finger. It don't do you guys any good to show you with my finger on the computer, um, because these are I don't know if I can zoom in on this. Let me go back to where it was. You really can't see it. but they are attached. There's a empty space so that again, I tried to point it to you guys on the screen. It just doesn't work. Because there's this rod that runs through, and then these keep it taut. Well, if I run it through the loop, the elastic loop, and then attach it to eh, uh, to where it fits into the thing, that maybe it won't pull from side to side. Well, yeah, basically make something like this, except with a little bit of elastic and loops that I can attach. Just pull it over and keep it taut while it's open, and she doesn't tangle it up and sleep on. I don't know. That's what I was thinking, but I'm not sure how it's gonna work. But yeah, because it's just where's it at? Because it's just fabric. Hey, Rick Spicer. Cell phones. Oh, yep. Yeah. That's why those 5G towers need to be so close together. Yep, that's exactly right. Don't ever stare at your microwave either. Don't watch food cook because you give yourself cataracts. But yeah, this is. I know. I'm I'm mentally trying to work this out too in my head. So this is the fabric I got to make the sheet. So if I took, where did I put the elastic? I lost it. It's around here somewhere. But say I took, I have it all balled up somewhere. It's just not in front of me. But so if I took some elastic and sewed it to here, but left like a loop here, I'm going to take my power cord and use it. So I can't find the elastic. But sew some elastic. It's a filthy power cord. But leave like a gap in a loop that when I attach those small legs, I can attach it through the leg. So on each side, so it'll pull it taut, just like the cover. So she has a sheet to sleep on, and I can slip in a potty pad underneath it, so she doesn't. If she wets the bed doesn't get wet. I'm just been trying to, since I don't have a pattern, I'm just trying to fly by the seat of my pants. I'm trying to figure out how to do this because I've never sewn elastic either. Yeah, I'll have to look into that Australian water thing. That cool water. Uh, I haven't gotten into anything really. No. Now later on today, I gotta record my news blast because this is what I do, which I haven't done lately. I'm still trying. Oh, that's the wrong day. Okay, well, I've already done this, June. I just sent the wrong days. But no, this is the right day. I thought I've done. I have to go back and look where I left off. But yeah, this is what I do on a Rumble channel, and Enoch writes it and I read it, and yeah, never did have it. They talked about the AT&T issues. Never did have any problems. I'm on AT&T. I never had any problems. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place. My brain is like going a gazillion miles an hour. But no, I can show you it here because it's my own voice. So I had the channel on YouTube here, and they decided to delete it. I have a Rumble channel and I have a news channel on Rumble. Let's see if I can find it. Um, let me get there and stop sharing my thing. But I had one here, and I had about 9,000 subscribers, and they just deleted the channel. They only took one video off, and was it the 3.5 years I was on here with it? No community guideline strikes, no nothing. And they said it was hate speech and bullying. And I'm like, dude, no, I'd never had any warning. And those bleepers, um, okay, I'm in my own channel. Let's see, Tuesday. So let me see if I could go back here and share it. Yeah, and I'll show the profile pic. I don't think they liked it because it's a picture. Enoch goes by his avatar is a Hubert, and uh, and then there was we were like I put two pictures together because he writes them, I read them, and there's a picture of me in a uh, "Make America Great Again" hat. And so because there's the target audience that we do, and um, I told my son because at the end there's a Bible verse. I read a Bible verse, and my son goes, "Mom, they think you're a white nationalist." I started laughing. I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm not even fully white, you know." But yeah, that's because that someone saw you as that. Let's see if I can get to my. Okay, let's see if I come on. But there's. Let me see. Don't want to start singing that because I'll get in trouble. Okay. There's my profile pic that I had that they didn't seem to like. So, yeah. And this was last year, I think. I don't know. But here, since this is my own content, you can see it's my own content. It says sign out. It's my channel. Um, oh, okay. Never went to that one. But I guess there's a no, no. Oh well, whatever. Here's an easy way to get to one of mine. This is from May, but this is what it is. Weekend of May 11th, 12th. News blast. Putin replaces Sergei Sugu as defense minister in cabinet shakeup. Actor Steve Buscemi randomly assaulted in Manhattan. Chicago, shot, shot, shot. Protesters clash with police outside of Pomona College graduation at Shrine Auditorium. Okay, how do I stop this? Jerry Seinfeld's but yeah, so I have the rumble's not near as big at all, but that's what I do. That's what this was. But it was, yeah, they had deleted it, and I got to play catch up because by the time I get it recorded in the morning, and then by the time the daycare kids get here, and I have enough bandwidth. Oh, thank you. I've been watching yours. I got to get started again because evidently it doesn't like either thing I do with the little pad. So basically, I watched it until the phone died on me last night. So I got to get started again. I just had to recharge it because it's such an old phone. Where was I? I completely forgot. Other than my I gotta play catch up because by the time nighttime hits, usually the hard issue starts hitting, and then I just don't have the energy to edit it, upload it. post it, and we have permission to use that music. It's by Cosmic Knot, and yeah, personal friends of Enoch, and so yeah, we have permission to use their music, so it's nothing bad. And it's on the bottom of every video who did it and that there's permission. But yeah, these last few days, I just haven't had the energy at the end of the day to just do any of it. So he's gonna be he's not writing him for a few days because he's gonna be gone. So then I have a chance to play catch up. But that's part of the reason I have the mic and the thing down here for the mic to use, because all the people with the news blast on the channel helped donate so that I could get all this stuff for it. But okay, I can stop sharing. And then here, what is it? My brain is all over the place today because I've got a whole list of stuff I got to get done. And but the main thing is I got that air conditioning in so I won't cook. I'm trying a new what do you call it? Perfume. I'm giving this a try. Let's see if it'll show up. And let's see if it'll show up. I got to pick it up at the post office after this. But I can't go to the post office until I know the 8-year-old's father has arrived on time to pick her up. And if he doesn't arrive on time, that means I hopefully he arrives on time. But hey, Alfonso, I won't have to worry about that, and I can go get it. But I'm dying to find out what this stuff smells like, because this is what my uh, son's fiance, granddaughter's mama, uh, found, and she just loves it. Is this? It's supposed to have hints of sandalwood. So it's an oil-based perfume. I have it. Well, a couple months back, my husband came home with 2 bottles of these, and my son was like, "Yeah, we figured we'd just give them to you because." Oh, hello, cat. "We figured we'd just give them to you because we can't return them." I'm like, "Thanks. Thanks a lot. Now I see how I rate." But I liked them. They're in blue. They're in a blue bottle, and the other one's in, like, this is gold. The other one's silver with pink little dots on it, and it kind of smells a little bit like roses, which isn't too bad. So I'll wear it here at the house. But I like the blue bottle for going. All my coats smell like it now, so I might as well just make it smell the same. But yeah, that's my excitement for today. And just gotta get today's just way better, than I was yesterday. Way better than I was yesterday. But I'm not so concerned about yesterday. Now my brain's like going, oh well, let's see. You're behind because you didn't get much done yesterday. I had to take my water pill when I got home. Well, right before bed, 80 milligrams of Lasix. Because I'm standing there in the kitchen going, why are my feet swelling? Why did my feet swell? Oh, I only took pain meds before I went in. I didn't take the rest of my meds because I didn't want to pee on the table. So, yeah, it's a cool looking product, and it's just a glass stick, and it's an oil based, so you don't have to spray it everywhere. And just put it on the inside of my cricks of my elbows on the inside, and just got to teach the 8-year-old, you're not supposed to sit there and do this with perfume. I guess it does something. I don't know if it's the heat or whatever. It bruises. This is what I was told. It bruises the molecules. I don't know if I doubt that's what it does, but I'm pretty sure the heat affects the molecules, and so the smell isn't going to be exactly the same. But yeah, these random bits of weird information I have tucked in there. But I gotta stop at the post office, and I miss the days when Amazon went to the door. Now Amazon goes to the post office. And the poor post office, I mean, we're a town of 1,500 people, and so all the Amazon things they used to have, like, 7 parcel lockers for, for the whole town. Snickers, just pull the door open. Come on, there you go. Now you get behind the door. Come on, cat. Oh, don't growl at me. That's your own fault. Um, but now they had to go out and buy more lockers and then another set of lockers, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And it's just a tiny store. They have a tiny little post office that those people are just run ragged. Oh, I'm gonna have to, I'll screenshot that so I can find it later. I know if I won't. Uh, no, let's see. Or even better yet, it's faster just to do this, and then I can find it later. I'll just take a picture of it. Yeah. I have so many weird things like that I've taken pictures of so I can go back and keep later, and yeah. Oh, wow. Goes, yeah, you guys go right from Amazon to your door. The closest Amazon we have, I think, is in Fife, which is by, I wanna say Olympia, I think, which is across the mountains from me. So yeah. But I liked it because if it came when everything was coming UPS, I didn't have to leave the house. I could just, meet the kid that, my son played track with and, hey, Tommy, how's it going? How's your mom? That kind of thing. And never have to leave the house and not have to go to the post office every few days. And what's worse is when I forget when you're on auto subscription and it all varies at different times. And so I'm getting there going, oh boy, that is going to be busy. 58 items. Yeah. I'll get one item in a box, lipstick in a box on my subscription thing from Amazon. One lipstick in a box that rattles around. I'm like, why? That is such a waste of cardboard, you know? Oh, yeah, that I can understand. We don't have. I'm sure we have some of it somewhere, but not where I'm at. But I also have got, places if it's really, really important, when it was UPS, if I wasn't gonna be there, I would leave a note and ask him to put it in another certain spot and then tape the note underneath the box so no one else sees the note that I've left for UPS. Yeah. Take care, Rick. Take care. Rick for Prime Minister of Canada. Let's not forget that. Um, uh, uh, we don't have a lot of violence. We don't have a lot of robbery. We don't have much. I think I know the last that I'm aware of, and who knows since I don't leave the house much anymore. I know we had 2 murders here, and, they weren't people who were raised here. Uh, one was a family spat. Uh, I remember the police chief saying, and he wasn't chief then, but it was just like, you do CPR, it was pointless, or you breathe in a minute, out, one out all the holes. And I was like, "Oh." And then another one, a guy killed his girlfriend, but again, they were not from this area, they had just moved recently in. So, we're not fond of newcomers at all. We don't now we're gonna have some sort of a bar. I don't know how hopefully it lasts, but we'll see. Um, it's a brewery that's came in, so or just started brewing and yeah, whatever, but, uh, Dang. What are those that I always liked? Aren't they like the C-class trains that are like this big? Is that what they were called? I just love those. I thought those were really, really cool. But yeah, it's supposed to be a brewery coming in, so but I really don't want more people out here. It's this town used to have everything. Bank, grocery store, uh, bowling alley, theater, a whole everything a town pharmacy, drugstore, you name it, everything a town would want until the 80s when they took out the train station. They no longer took all the fruit by train, so yeah, people just kinda started dwindling out of the city and businesses closed down, and yeah, it's one of these few towns, especially on the West Coast, that's centered the town is centered around a town square. So we have the town square, and there's trees, the Christmas tree lighting, there's a little stage, that's where, they can do little performances at the stage. It's cool, but I just don't want a whole bunch of people here. Mm. And by we haven't had a bar for close to 10 years now, so there's no you don't have some drunk coming out of a bar causing problems or fights or there's no crime really. I mean, let's put it this way. You go to the city, the bigger city, or you go to the county and say you want to get your concealed permit. Takes about 30 days. Here, takes about 30 minutes because the police officers don't have much else to do. They can just sit there while you're there and, fingerprint you, send it in, get the information, sign your paper right off, and you're off you go. But that's only for folks who live in the city. So, yeah, that's the ones. They're so cool. We dabbled with model trains for a little tiny while. There was a store that you could get a bunch of stuff from, and then it went out of business. And I've got downstairs, which I have not broken out since the boys were little. I don't know, maybe a little. I think they're older just to see. I wanted to see if it still ran. Was a slot car track. The cars. I need new cars, but yeah, it was pretty cool. I thought that was fun. So maybe I can get it for the 3-year-old. Mischief, how are you? We were talking about your area earlier. How you live in the pretty part of the Columbia Gorge area. Yeah. Whereas, because we were talking about those spiders that are coming in, those Japanese spiders. Not anymore. I don't think we do. We may have bits and pieces, but I don't think we have much anymore. Um, let's see if I can find it. That one where I was showing folks the the ginkgo petrified forest that we have up by Vantage. All right, where's my finder? God, it's gorgeous. Let's see, which one is it? Yeah, I can show the preview. But where'd I go? Where'd I go? Where'd I go? I apologize, everybody. I've been everywhere today, but my brain is just spinning, spinning, spinning. It's complete chaos. There we go. This was we're showing them a picture of the Columbia Gorge by Vantage. There's the free. Again, I am showing you on my. You guys aren't behind me to see what I'm doing. Where to go? Yeah, because up here is the road. And there's the bridge that goes across the Columbia. Vantage is over here, and then you can take this bridge and you go to. Can I? Let's see if I can zoom in. Nope, that's not what I thought it was. That's on my That's on my own screen. I thought I saw the horses, but no such luck. Um, yeah, you go to Moses Lake. I'm going like this. Moses Lake, George, all that's over there. So, yeah, so we're talking about uh, how the Petrified Forest State Park has a large amount of orb spiders. But yeah, so oh gosh. Mm. I also learned today. Now I have to make one up. Maybe you guys can help me. Um, I can put, you know how like I can put a little, what do they call it? A little brand in the corner, in the corner of the screen up here somewhere. Oh, what's the three dots do? Oh, that's cool. I'm still learning this. I am so learning this. Yeah, I have a lot of ants, except they're not negative. They're just ats, automatic thoughts that run through like a that's always 2 steps ahead of my mouth usually. But, I could put a little logo over here, so I was thinking of maybe, like, a small dragon with M and M with 2 M's on it. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I haven't I guess, make myself something if I can make it, and make it small enough that I just discovered I could do that. Sit there and play around with yeah. I mean, I made an intro and an outro using Night Cafe, so I might as well try to see if I can do that. Oh, Mischief, I'm so sorry. Oh, no. I've been there, done that. Been there, done that, got the surgery. Hmm, man, those were terrible. 'Cause they're so deep inside that they ain't nothing's gonna help it, really. Mm-mm. I was 24 when they took mine, and, yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Mine, I don't know what you can eat to help break it up. I had gravel, what they called gravel, and somewhere in a jar. They were kind enough to give them to me when it was all done. But they're just small enough that they would start into the oh, good, good. That's awesome. Um, they would start to, they'd get wedged trying to get down to that duct, and oh my goodness. Yeah. Mm. So yeah, mine was genetic, I guess. So it wasn't on Molly's side, so it had to been on Ted's side. But yeah, they took it and then yeah, that was quite the year. Had pneumonia in the beginning of January, into January at age 24. Had chickenpox because they got picked up from the hospital going in for pneumonia and then, recover from that, get a gallbladder attack. That had to come out and then um pretty much 9 months later after coming back from the hospital for the gallbladder surgery, I had to go back in for a C-section for my youngest. But at that point, all my hospital bill was paid. So, yeah. Oh, my oh, I know if it looks like coffee grounds, it's bad, or obviously red, but yeah, if it looks like coffee grounds, I knew that, but I didn't know about gray. Yeah. Um, But yeah, that was quite the busy year. The only thing I had to pay for was the, circumcision, a whole whopping $90. But, when they're over 9 pounds, the doctor, after the first one, was like, "Well, do you wanna try natural for this one?" I said, "Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Just schedule me, I'll come in." I said, "I'll have my hair and makeup done." And I did. I went in with my hair and makeup done, and the anesthesiologist was telling me how they were gonna do okay, hot flash, that or the room's warming up, um, how they were gonna do my I was getting a spinal, not an epidural. The first one I got an epidural, and I remember asking the anesthesiologist, I said, "Well, are" he goes, "Well, we do Novocaine, and then we put it in, we get the spinal in there just in between." And I said, "Well, with the Novocaine, are you guys gonna buffer it with some sort of bicarb before you put it in there?" And he looks at me and he goes, "You've done this before, haven't you?" I said, "Yes, I have." I said, "3 years ago." So, yeah, 9 and a half. See, the oldest was 9'8", so 9 pounds, 8 ounces, and the youngest was 9 pounds, 4 ounces. So, yeah. Yeah, so I was just like I'm like, "Oh, yeah, been there, done this." And he's like I said, "Well, what about a spinal headache? Am I gonna" he goes, "No, not with this. This needle is so small, you don't risk a spinal headache." I got a spinal headache with the epidural. And so but it's so funny when they go to pick up your leg to move it and you can't feel it. You're looking at your leg going, "Ooh, there is no," because there's no muscle tone. It's just like, "Ew, that's flabby. That's gross." But yeah, I was, um, mm, oh, man. Oh, no, I think I'd rather drink the pesto than I would the Pepto. But our ugh, that doesn't sound fun at all. Oh, man, 6 pounds. Uh, we considered for a little tiny bit adopting a 3-pound little girl, but that was just 3 pounds would have been too much work. A friend's sister had her, and she was thinking of adopting her out, and I was like, "Oh," but it would have been way too much work, especially if at that point I had 2 little ones already. But, my little the 8-year-old, she was 6 pounds something, and there was a picture of her dad holding her just, on his forearm, she was that tiny. But now this child, 'cause, uh, it must be the way I feed them, because that little tiny girl now comes she's in 2nd grade, just ending 2nd grade, and comes to my shoulder. Um, I remember her dad going, "Well, we feed her every 2 she gets supposed to be fed every 2 hours," and every time that child wanted to eat, I let her eat, and so now she's a very food-centered child. So and that's why I call her my bull in the china hutch, because she comes in, drops her backpack, and goes straight for the fridge. And now that she can make her own food, which is kinda nice, yeah, she just comes in and starts eating. It doesn't and her brother's to the point he's 13 now, and there is no stopping this child. He's at that age where all boys just eat continually all day long. So, oh, oh, why did they let you set up? Oh, man. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know you could save them back then. I remember I remember my spinal headache with the first one. That was ugly. That coffee. Drink a lot of coffee. That's what they kept handing me. Black coffee. Just tell me to drink it. Um, but you had yours about 10 years after I had mine. So, but mine really didn't lose a bunch of weight. Only lost a couple ounces. Um, but yeah, the 8-year-old, I just whenever she cried or fussed, I fed her. I got her the rice cereal with the was it DHA or D something that's supposed to help with your brain growth and everything, and, she had the organic baby food, and I just that's why I fed her, and she did really good. Um, and Kira's the same way, she's a good-sized kid. I saw a lady at the doctor's office yesterday with a kid who was 3, and I'm, like, going, "Oh, that child's smaller than Kira." But and then the 8-year-old is always high up in the percentile range for her age. So are my boys. My boys were, like, in the 80 and 90 percentile range size-wise when my youngest was 8, and he had to go have a micro stitch put in his eye because he, was flipping a fork and, he did the rubric thing on, you know, what was the Steve Martin, Michael Caine movie about the little basically thieves, grifters. I forget what they were called. It's a remake movie. But um the anesthesiologist came out and looked at him and went, "You're 8?" He goes, "I gotta go get more medication." So, yes. What was that called? Yes, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, yes. That's pretty much, yeah, the fork. He was too busy. He hit the tongs of the fork with his fist, and so I could watch the sunflower seed fly up. He's too busy watching the sunflower seed not to watch the tongs of the fork, and it was down low, so it, didn't affect his vision, but yeah, yeah. Oh, yum, though. Uh, Well, I don't know. Formula tastes like shit. I'm sorry. I don't know how poor children can eat it, but my the oldest was going through 8-ounce bottles a day at 6 weeks old. And so the doctor said, feed him. So he's getting rice cereal at 8 weeks old. I mean, 6 weeks old, because he was going through 8-ounce bottles a day. And then I put it in his bottle, and he slept really, really good till he got 21 pounds at 4 months old. But he had a healthy start. I was 8 pounds, 6 ounces, and I was mama's second child. So, yeah, I had a healthy start too. I don't know what my brothers weighed or any of my siblings weighed. I haven't a clue. But yeah, and mama's as tall as I am. Or okay, was as tall as I am. Now she's as tall as that black box over there. Um, what time is it? I gotta go keep an eye out. So I will be back tomorrow because I'll be sitting here pacing, waiting because the guy's not supposed to show up until after 2. So I might hop on a little bit earlier tomorrow because the break guy's supposed to be here after 2. Fun. But it'll be done and I can drive my car again. Because I had I wonder how long it's been making that grinding noise because my music is so loud that my back window vibrates. Yeah. So I don't know how long those back brakes have been grinding, but now it's kind of embarrassing, so I won't drive it. It just sits there. Saves gas, but it just sits there. So guys, I love you all. I will be back tomorrow, and maybe I'll be a little bit more focused. Yes. All of my love, Miss Dragon. Alrighty, now I go see. Hopefully her dad's there. Hope. So the poor child is not disappointed without a father being there. But this kid already is aware of it because the one day she goes, and I said, "Well, I'll see you next week." She goes, "Yeah, well, gotta go. Phone call. All right, I love you all. I gotta go." Okay, outro.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.